So unlike with the launch of Season 22, it looks like Apex is back to usual and teasing the brand new season pretty early. And Season 23 is the next season to be introduced in Apex, and it's coming in just under 2 weeks on November 5th. And not a lot is known about Season 23 officially. There are a lot of leaks that we can talk about, but Apex has finally begun teasing the new season, and we actually know the name of the new season as well, so it's all going to help us understand what we can expect next season as of now with the current teasers. But let's start it off with the teaser that was just posted by Apex on their Twitter account, which is just this image. No context whatsoever, just an image right here that we will dive into. You can see it's some kind of office space, and there's quite a lot going on at first. You can see a purple rift that's appeared in the roof of the office that seems to be sucking everything up into it. You can see there's a bunch of paperwork flying up in the air. You can see this character's hair flying up and her coffee. And there's a little caption at the bottom, and it says, "Be grateful you have a job," they said. Hashtag rifts, hashtag job searching. So it's just a little joke that it seems like a rift has opened up in this random office space and is pulling everything through it. Well, some of you may have noticed that the character sat right here is actually an alternate version of Alta. Firstly, the pink scarf and her hair just kind of gives the Alta vibes, and this is most likely an alternate dimension, and this is one of the versions of Alta we might be seeing here. And you probably know by now that if you go on Kings Canyon in Apex right now and look up into the skybox, you'll see a giant purple rift breaking its way through the skybox, which will seemingly cause a big event that will take us into Season 23. Because this big purple rift was caused by Ash breaking the Arc Crystal, that was going to be a power source in a way that was going to allow Horizon to travel back in time to finally be reunited with her son again. But Ash had other ideas and didn't want Horizon to go back in time, so she ended up smashing the Arc Crystal with her sword, which released this weird purple rift, and that has caused this giant purple rift in the sky of Kings Canyon. So the fact that the rift is being caused by a power source so powerful that it would allow the Legends to time travel means that this is most likely some kind of interdimensional rift that could pull either different time zones or different universes into the current Apex universe on Kings Canyon. And that's most likely what we're seeing here in this teaser image. It's another universe where Alta is living a completely different life, being sucked into Kings Canyon that we play the Apex games on. So that could probably give you an idea that Season 23 is going to be multiverse themed. It's going to be absolute chaos, and we might see some special skins in the events of Legends in different lives, like Alta working an office job. Maybe Fuse becomes a firefighter, or Octane becomes a doctor. Who knows? But the Rift is going to be a big part of Season 23, and that's because we actually know the name of Season 23. It's going to be titled From the Rift. That's right, here is some artwork, as you can see, of the title screen for Season 23, and it is going to be called From the Rift, and we know this because the information was released early on the PlayStation Store, where you can see the season is titled From the Rift, and they revealed some information about the Battle Pass as well. It turns out, in the Season 23 Battle Pass, it will work just like it did this season, so there's going to be 2 different Battle Passes, nothing's changed there, and the legendary skins are going to be for Caustic and Ash, and this will include the 2 Ultimate Plus legendary skins, which you'll have to buy the Ultimate Plus Pass for $20, and that's for Caustic and Ash. There's also going to be a legendary weapon skin for the Rampage, and the reactive weapon skins next season are going to be the Mozambique. So we've just had the P2020, now we get the Mozambique. It makes a lot of sense. And the Split 1 Battle Pass will run all the way until December 17th, so that's going to be when we're getting the mid-season update on December 17th, and then the rest of the season will play on from there. So honestly, a pretty exciting teaser. I think this whole Rift multiverse stuff is going to be pretty interesting. Does this mean a new legend from another universe? I don't think so. No leaks have suggested we're going to be getting a new legend. Of course, you've heard it many times. What is expected is Lifeline's rework. Now, for a long time, we've had leaks saying Lifeline's rework is coming. Then Crowrindo actually shared images of these new Lifeline abilities, and recently somebody posted on Reddit that you could see in the game files some new icons for Lifeline's abilities. As you can see, it looked like this was a passive ability icon, because we know Lifeline's passive was supposed to give her a gliding ability with the dock drone. We also had the new tactical icon, which we've all seen, which is just a slightly updated version of her tactical drone, which we know should be able to follow your teammates and heal you on the go. video. And then there was this other icon that appeared that is supposedly for the Shockbot 3000 Ultimate. In my opinion, this icon kind of looks like a pilot helmet though, so I don't know if these icons officially will be for Lifeline Reborn. And the reason I'm not too sure on Lifeline's rework now is because that some content creators that were invited in the past to play the new seasons early have been commenting on some TikToks saying that you shouldn't believe all leaks that you see, which is of course true, but they've said that specifically on videos covering the Lifeline rework. So there is a chance that some players have been able to play the new season early and they know that Lifeline's rework isn't coming, and that's why they're frustrated that people are talking about it. But of course, we've had plenty of leaks and a lot of good evidence that the devs are working on a Lifeline rework, and Crowdrindo did always say that it was planned for Season 23, and the fact that we're not getting a new legend next season based on all kinds of leaks and there's no news about that does suggest that we will still be getting the Lifeline rework. And at the same time, within the list of the updates coming with the Lifeline rework, Crowdrindo also mentioned that Lifeline's rework would come at the same time as a brand new support perk, which sounded really interesting and like a cool concept in Apex, where all support legends would get the ability to throw healing items as if they were grenades that could heal your teammates. Now, whether they'd heal you over time or instantly heal, imagine that, a support legend yeeting a shield battery at you to fully top up your healing. It just sounds like Conduit's tactical ability, but for every support legend, which does sound kind of OP and kind of crazy. I don't know what kind of cooldown it would be on, but if these do come true, that's another thing to look out for in Season 23. But there's definitely a spanner in the works now, and honestly, anything could happen. And quite truly, anything could happen because we're going into the Multiverse next season. I think it's going to be absolute chaos, and I'm definitely excited for it. If you actually remember, the first story chapter that we saw this season was a funny cinematic with Seer and Octane, where at a point, Seer actually swapped bodies with an alternate universe of Seer. You could see he had that purple look, which later became a skin this season. But something caused Seer to be swapped with a different version of himself from another universe, and then fortunately he swapped back. So they have been hinting this whole multiverse, interdimensional season for a pretty long time now, and it's finally becoming a reality. So there you go, that's some discussion on Season 23. I'm happy that they're finally teasing it again. Honestly, last season where we didn't get a trailer for ages kind of annoyed me. It's always good when we get teasers on the build up to the new season. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll keep you updated with any teasers that they post on social media. They might even post some on TikTok or even on the Apex news site, or maybe even some in-game teasers that I'm definitely looking forward to. So stay tuned for more, and I'll keep you posted on everything to do with the new season. And let me know in the comments if you made it this far, what are you hoping for next season? Because the state of Apex right now isn't looking the best, and most of you are probably hoping for them to ban all the cheaters and fix the audio, and honestly that would be great. But what else are you hoping for in Season 23? Maybe to do with the lore or some new game modes. Either way, I'm super excited now that the teasers have started, and I can't wait to see what the new season has to offer.